There is a lot of CMOs that I have on this podcast that talk to me about imposter syndrome and legitimately earning the right to have a seat at the table as a C-suite executive. If you have the voice of the market, you have the voice of your customers or ICP, that gives you the most powerful voice at the table because they are the highest authority. And who else has that voice? It's not sales, right? Sales has those conversations all the time, but just like you said, they're having a very different kind of conversation. And actually, Gong records, who records sales conversations, said that actually the rep talks in those meetings 2/3 to 3/4 of the time.
Mhm.
And they're talking about us, not about them. They're not learning. They're not getting that voice of the market, right? So I think that's just things that I'm thinking about here. Now, one of the things that you said before we got on to the recording was that your team does a masterful job of having meetings where there is immediate actionable, very simple, straightforward, but immediately actionable, like leave this meeting, I know what to do kind of things. Tell us about how you orchestrate that and what you're doing.
So as I said, you have to be really simple, straightforward in your communications and give some examples more than ever. There's also a challenge. In fact, we are using Notion, the Notion platform, to gather and to put all those learnings available for all the company. And we also printing out a simple sheet with 2 or 3 bullet points. Who is this client? What I've learned and how can I use this learning on my daily routine? And this is printing and stick on the wall where on the living place, etc., where everyone could see this kind of learnings. So actually, we've got maybe 100 little sheets stick on the wall just to have and to show the learnings. And it's also a way to avoid the Notion syndromes with tons of Notion pages that nobody will read. When you interact with your different stakeholder from the company, this is a message that you always have to bring on the table. Remind you that I had this conversation with this person. We've learned that we can do this way, but not that way. Remember that and stick to that.